Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to my kitchen or my classroom, and today actually my pharmacy. I wanted to spend a little bit of time and talk to you about one of our metabolism accelerators, a supplement trio that we've put together to have a very powerful impact on your body and your desire to heal the metabolism. So I want to take you through these three supplements, why we combine them together, and what science says is true about the micronutrients in these products. So I'm going to start with the metabolism-free radicals. Metabolism-free radicals is a micronutrient-rich formula that has kind of its power ingredient comes from white willow bark. It's called siloxane or salicin. When you purchase a product that has white willow bark, there's a really broad variety of raw ingredients that you can buy. You want to look for something that has what's called 5-loxane in it. It's a patented formula. We purchased that raw ingredient specifically because the studies have been done at Johns Hopkins and many other universities showing the impact on what we've heard a lot about lately, the inflammatory process called the cytokine storm, or CKs, as well as sodium oxide dismutase, or how the body breaks down the hormones associated with inflammation. So in this Bye Belly Fat trio, we add this ingredient in so that we can help promote the anti-inflammatory hormones that will shrink fat cells specifically. We want to do that because once you've created a fat cell in the body can't actually void that fat cell. So we have to flatten it so that it secretes the metabolism hormones that will enhance your rate of burn, as well as stimulate feel-full hormones and really suppress those hormones that have a tendency to crave sugar. So first and foremost, we added this to the trio so that it would create a cascade of positive enzymes that shrink the fat cells. It also has a phytonutrient or an enzyme that we call boswellia. Many people have heard with boswellia in pain and inflammation formulas, things for joint mobility, for flexibility. Again, that's because boswellia has been well researched and studied to show a reduction in the inflammatory process. When the body is producing fluffy belly fat, when there's a hormone-based conjugation of fat around the midsection, the first metabolic pathway that we want to get on the right path is the pathway of inflammation. So that's why I selected this for this formula. And then speaking of hormones, this formula, Metabolism DIM, is an amazing combination of 3 ingredients. Let me tell you first, it's got a lot of turmeric in it, or what we call curcumin. Again, you hear about turmeric being really good for inflammation, for brain, memory, cognition. One of the reasons why we see so many symptoms resolved when individuals take turmeric or curcumin, or why the studies have such a broad range of support, is because it increases blood flow for micronutrient delivery. And one thing that we know about belly fat or midsection weight gain is that there's a very poor blood flow to that area. So if micronutrients help to burn fat, but the micronutrients can never get to the belly where you're storing fat, it makes it very difficult for the body to release belly fat. And so this is why oftentimes people will hit a plateau, or they'll find targeted areas that they just can't lose weight. So that's why we put the DIM in there. Excuse me, that's why I put the turmeric in there. I got excited and wanted to start talking about the DIM. Hold on a second. Let me get my excitement down and talk about when you see a product that has curcumin or turmeric in it. You will know if it's got a powerful form if they've combined it with black pepper. We use black pepper extract, which is very important when you take a product that has turmeric in it, so that the body can actually absorb and utilize the turmeric. So many people take these products out there that have turmeric or curcumin. The nomenclature can be sometimes interchanged, but it doesn't have a black pepper extract. And so we get a really amazing, sexy label, but the delivery of the turmeric doesn't happen efficiently in the body. That is especially true if people have any kind of inflammation or hormone dysregulation. Turmeric can be awesome and incredible in studies, but you have to be able to get it into the body, into the bloodstream, and uptaken and metabolized in the cell. So the other ingredient in here is DIM. DIM has been talked about all over the place right now. It's very popular and very trendy. It comes from cruciferous vegetables, so things like broccoli, extract, all the cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts, cauliflower. DIM is a phytonutrient that's been extracted and well researched and studied. I was just pulling a bunch of double-blind NIH studies, and everything's from breast health, uterine health, colorectal cancer, the reduction in prostate enlargement. A lot of hormone dysfunction has been well researched with the use of DIM, and DIM is really popular right now with bodybuilders because it helps people metabolize estrogen, not back convert testosterone, and really lay down nice lean muscle. So you might say, why do I have this in the bye-bye belly fat, and why is this such an important component? When the body has inflammation, it becomes insulin resistant. And during that process, the body slows the body's natural ability to metabolize the sex hormones and the stress hormones. What happens during that time is there is a proliferation of fat cells that especially lay around the belly of the body. So we see a lot of insulin resistant bellies, we see a lot of estrogen bellies. There's a lot of different names that people are calling them. So the addition of DIM with turmeric and black pepper makes for a very powerful nutrient that can help the body metabolize the fat cells really efficiently. The third component in the bye-bye belly fat formula is metabolism fatty acids. We actually used to use just a conjugated linoleic acid, just a singular fatty acid, but as the research progressed, it showed that an omega-3, 6, and 9 plant-based, non-soy, so there's a lot of requirements to get into this bottle, plant-based non-soy, so not fish oils, not soybean oil, that plant-based omega-3, 6, and 9s help to balance what they call prostaglandins. Prostaglandins regulate all of the hormones, they regulate your inflammatory responses, and they really help the body stimulate fat metabolism, or what they call catabolism of the fat cell. So we have gone to an omega-3, 6, and 9. It's 100% vegetable oils in there, and there is no soy and no fish products. So very important when you turn your label around and you're looking at a fatty acid. These are really easy to take. I'm going to go over dosage with you. With the metabolism DIM and the metabolism free radicals, I ideally like these to be at least 2 capsules twice a day, and I like them to be with meals. The reason I want them with meals is so that as you are eating and you're consuming food, your body is producing a lot of digestive enzymes. It is also increasing the vascular supply, or the blood flow, to the stomach, the small intestine, and the large intestine. And so by adding these to foods, it helps ensure the uptake, and it really helps ensure that the incredible investment that you're making in burning belly fat actually gets delivered to the belly. With the metabolism fatty acids, we typically start with three times a day. Sometimes individuals that have a lot of hormone dysregulation, individuals that are dealing with PMS, severe menopause type symptoms, sleep disorders, elevated triglycerides, sometimes we'll bump this up to 4 or 3 times a day. You can play with this a little bit in the body. Usually in my clinic, individuals take this for a full 90 days. Sometimes we'll play back and forth with a few other metabolism accelerators, like the Fat Blaster. Stay tuned for more videos on how you can educate your body through micronutrients to burn fat for fuel.